In the heart of a civilization bathed in gold and prophecy, a secret was born that would sleep for centuries, waiting for a future only one man had foreseen. High above the sprawling city of stone, within the grand temple that touched the clouds, High Priest Cain knelt before the sacred fire. Smoke, thick with the scent of copal incense, coiled around him, carrying his prayers to the gods. As the flames danced, visions flooded his mind, sharp and terrifying. He saw ships like winged beasts upon the horizon, men with faces pale as bone and armor that gleamed like a predator's teeth. They brought with them fire, steel, and an insatiable hunger that would consume his world. But amidst the chaos, another vision emerged, a faint glimmer of hope in a distant future. A savior who would one day reclaim their legacy. Cain's gaze fell upon the altar, where an artifact of unknown origin rested. It was not of their world, a shard of polished obsidian that pulsed with a soft, ethereal light, humming with a power that resonated deep in his soul. It was their last hope, the key to the prophecy. The prophecy arrived sooner than he had feared. The thunder of cannons shattered the jungle's peace, and the screams of his people echoed through the city's plazas. Captain Valerio and his conquistadors stormed the gates, their greed a palpable force. They tore through the city not just as conquerors, but as thieves, ripping golden ornaments from the walls and striking down any who stood in their path. Valerio, his eyes glinting with avarice, cared not for the culture he was destroying, only for the treasure he could plunder. He demanded to be taken to the High Temple, hearing whispers of a relic of immense power, a prize that would grant him untold wealth and glory. The brutal invasion was a wave of destruction, washing away an era and a tide of blood and steel. With the sounds of slaughter drawing closer, Cain acted. He wrapped the glowing artifact in sacred cloths, extinguishing its light but not its power. He knew he could not defend the temple, but he could protect their future. He pressed a hidden stone, revealing a dark, narrow passage behind the main altar. As the heavy footsteps of Spanish soldiers echoed in the chamber he was leaving, Cain plunged into the temple's secret veins. He navigated the labyrinthine tunnels, emerging into the dense, suffocating humidity of the jungle. Branches and thorns tore at his robes and skin as he ran, his heart pounding in his chest. Behind him, he could hear the shouts of his pursuers, their relentless hunt a constant, terrifying presence. The jungle, once his sanctuary, had become a perilous maze. Wounded and weakened, with his strength failing, Cain stumbled out of the thick undergrowth and fell to his knees. Before him stood a sight so alien it took his breath away, a small, crudely built church, its whitewashed walls a stark intrusion in the vibrant green of the jungle. It was a symbol of his enemy, a house for their foreign god. Yet in his desperation, a brilliant idea took hold. The invaders were plundering Mayan temples and palaces, searching for Mayan treasures in Mayan places. They would never think to look for their most sacred relic within the walls of their own holy ground. It was the perfect hiding place, a secret concealed in plain sight, protected by the very arrogance of the men who hunted him. Summoning the last of his energy, he staggered inside the cool, silent church. Beams of fading sunlight cut through the narrow windows, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. His eyes scanned the stone walls, searching for a flaw, a weakness. He found it near the simple wooden altar, a single loose stone. With trembling hands, he pried it free. He gazed one last time at the wrapped artifact, the vessel of his people's hope. He placed it gently into the hollow space within the wall. Pressing his forehead against the cold stone, he whispered a final prayer to the future, a plea for the Savior to one day find what had been lost. He slid the stone back into place, sealing the secret within. As he did, the long, dark shadows of passing conquistadors fell across the church floor, their voices fading into the distance. oblivious to the treasure they had just unknowingly passed. And so a prophecy was hidden away, locked in stone, and sealed by silence, where it would remain through the rise and fall of empires. A silent testament to a promise yet to be fulfilled.